So, obviously, you heard that there was an update with the Idaho University murders. If you didn't, you probably wouldn't otherwise be here. Or if you're just a loyal member, I very much appreciate it. But did you also hear that Donald Trump's tax returns have been released? Apparently, after a massive fight? Or that Keenan Cahill, YouTuber, is dead? No? Guess you better stick around and find out then. Welcome to Law News and Laughter, people. On this channel, we look at legal cases and concepts, world domination, news, and just generally shoot the breeze. We don't give any legal advice, but we can answer questions and hopefully point you in the right direction. We do not shy away from the topics. So if necessary, put on your big kid pants, have a cup of concrete, and pull up a chair. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to reach out to us on Facebook, Twitter, or via email, and all complaints can be directed to our complaints department. Make sure you smash the like and subscribe buttons, and now let's get into it. Damn it, people keep going on about how these things are never, how these openers and that sort of thing are too long, and they never give you enough damn time to get some things done when you completely forget about them. Now, where is... I want to share that, don't I? Share... Copy. Hopefully this is going to be less boomerang than normal. Because let's face it, I'm on about 4 hours sleep, but don't tell the wife. Paste that and tweet that out. New post. Alright, that should be fine. Send that out. At least this way, if I'm sending out the, is my mic on? Yeah, why? Is the intro frozen? Oh, for God's sakes, what's happening now? Thank you. It's exactly what I needed right now. Oh, crap. Okay. Locals. I need to send out the locals because that is the most reliable one in terms of getting messages out. Now, guys, first things first. No matter which side of the divide of LawTube you may fall across, I just want to take a minute and send my thoughts and prayers to Mrs. Hogue and the family and to Rick. I'm not sure how many details have been released. He is currently in hospital awaiting surgery. I do have various details, but I don't know what's actually been released and what hasn't. So I just want to say that no one should have to go through that, and I well and truly wish him a speedy recovery. So, okay. That's basically what sort of caused me to be late, was I was trying to, like, aside from the fact that, I'm late anyway. Alright. And send that via locals. Okay. No, look, in terms of public details, Mrs. Hogue's put out a couple of tweets. Probably, if you want to keep updated with it, go and follow her. It's the easiest way to keep up with the details. My phone's been blowing up with private messages and that sort of thing, so... No, look, the trouble is I don't know what I can and can't say. Obviously, it's not my place. So, these headlines are too early for you. Oh, that sucks. Nihilist Anonymous. Hey, Aussie. Hello, that's a new name.
Hello there.
Good to see you. So, obviously, we're going to start with the Idaho killings. So, let's get stuck into that. Now, so this is all relatively new to me. I'm sure that there was a few of you that would have watched something or other with Jeff, given that he finished, what, 20 minutes ago, if that. But suspect arrested in brutal murder of 4 University of Idaho students. More than a month after the 4 US students were brutally stabbed to death in their beds, police have arrested a 28-year-old man. Brian Christopher Koberger. Why is it always people with 3 names? Greetings from Portugal. Hello. Was arrested by police and the FBI at around 3 a.m. Friday morning, 7 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard, in Scranton, Pennsylvania. Now, I looked at the map of this. I was really interested to see exactly how far away that was from that. So, apparently he's a super vegan. We shall soon find out. News outlets have named the man as Brian Christopher Koberger. He appeared in court on Friday morning and is reportedly a college student but did not attend the University of Idaho. Koberger, who briefly appeared in court on Friday morning, appears to have been pursuing a doctorate in criminal justice at Washington State University in Pullman, less than 10 miles from Moscow, where the killings took place. Following the pre-dawn police raid, a car matching the description of the white Hyundai Elantra authorities have been looking for in connection with the murders was also seized. They found him in Scranton? Yep. Koberger's DNA has also been matched to samples recovered at the scene of the crimes, according to CNN. News of the arrest comes almost 7 weeks after Kaylee Goncalves, damn it, I hate it. I hate mispronouncing victims' names. 21, Madison Mogen, Zana Knodel, and Knodle's boyfriend, Ethan Chapin, were found stabbed to death in their beds in their home in Moscow, Idaho, 500 kilometers inland from Seattle on November 13. I believe they use a middle names to avoid confusing people, but it's kind of snoopy to add it. Look, for me, it's just like, well, you know, I get that it's a journalistic tweak or whatever you want to call it, but it just sort of makes people seem a little more crazy. It's not that there's anything wrong with people being referred to by the middle names. It's just like it seems like everyone that does something like this gets referred to by it, and it's creeps me out a little bit, to be honest. Take me with a grain of salt this morning, people. Not only has my brain not kicked in, I haven't had any caffeine. Ruler of Figs, Bogan from the fake land. I fucked off from your stream yesterday when you told me to. Don't make me fuck you off from mine. He looks old as fuck, but he's 28. Yeah, apparently. Hello, Only SS. How you doing? Gives off major Ted Bundy vibes. Okay. Bit of a what? What the hell's a curry? Curry? Okay. Yeah, look, I can kind of see how he's 28. On the other hand, he could pass for like, I don't know, 35, 36. I don't know. 2 other roommates were in the home at the time of the killings but were left unharmed. Local police have been joined by the FBI and state police in a huge investigation to find the killer and have combed through some 20,000 tips and collected thousands of pieces of evidence in relation to the grisly murders. Law enforcement sources described the bloody crime scene as the worst thing that they'd seen, and photos showed blood oozing down the side of the house. Pretty sure that was, like, disregarded as rust or something, wasn't it? That kind of bullshit. Someone is salty and needs a cup of concrete. I'd never tell you to fuck off from my stream. You're on fucking camera. I went back and watched the rest of the stream, dickhead. It was blood? Okay. Put him in the blue box. Seen the suspect's creepy survey. I bet he tried to roleplay it in real life. Haven't seen it. Man was obsessed, extremely passionate about his major and career path. Man was even on the dean's list, so he was a high achieving student too. Isn't it really like terrible that that seems to be the way that it goes? It's like, well, you know, like the people that seem to be of high intellectual standing, they either are creepy or they wind up um, like there's always something like eccentricity, and this guy just happens to be killing people. Did they have the presser already? I believe so. I haven't actually. Oh, hang on. I think that was the whole point of Jeff staying up late, wasn't it? Yeah, yeah, that's right. So there's the press conference. We've got that as well. The father said the police were looking for a very specific sort of man with specific physique during the interview. Not sure what he meant by that in hindsight. Damn good question, actually. Oh, hang on. Was this Steve? Steve that wouldn't shut the fuck up, or is this a different one? They said nada in the presser. Oh, well, guess that'll save me 27 minutes of my life. Thank you very much. Oi, Sean. Been highly intelligent murderers. Yeah, but they always seem to get caught. Also, Steve, hello. Presser just wrapped up. Okay. Only bit of info that mattered is that they still don't have the murder weapon. Oh, really? Okay. Bloody hell. Okay. I mean, I suppose it makes a certain amount of sense. Actually, I'm going to move the chat over there so surveys on the Daily Mail news. Huh. Okay. Hang on. Daily Mail. I love you guys, chat. You point me in the right direction and I appreciate it. Couldn't say anything. State law will release the affidavit once he's... Yeah, the murder weapon will be long gone. I'm not disagreeing with you on the flux. No, I don't want to watch any of that. That's fine. The survey is creeping and telling. All counts of first degree murder, burglary, and felony charges. That'll do it. That'll certainly bloody well do it. Final movements. Not saying anything about a survey. Maybe I'm on the wrong Daily Mail article. Okay. You still think someone else? What, you don't think he acted alone? Survey sounds like a normal research paper. He was studying criminology after all. Yeah, but here's the thing. If you take that out of the context and just put it into, I don't know, say he was studying finance or something. If he went into that sort of detail, would it be creepy? I mean, let's face it, that's sort of the sensationalism that the mainstream media will be after anyway. Local police are being joined by the FBI and state police in a huge investigation to find the killer. Oh yeah, I read that. Law enforcement sources described the bloody crime scene as the worst they'd seen, and a photo showed blood oozing down the side of the building. Moscow police said, and the University of Idaho are set to hold a press conference at 1 p.m. Friday, 8 a.m. Australian, so that was an hour ago, to announce more details, and did not immediately respond to requests for comment about the arrest. Link tweet to the survey. Thank you. The vicious slayings, which saw each of the victims disturbed in their sleep, then stabbed multiple times in their chest area, have dominated headlines for several weeks, with experts and amateurs alike speculating on possible motives and suspects. Tell you what, this is going to be a bad look for the psychic. Like it wasn't already a bad look. Best friends, Miss Goncalves and Miss Mogan, who met in the 6th grade, were last seen on security footage at Moscow's Corner Club just hours before the stabbings. They subsequently stopped in a food truck before returning to their rented home at 2 a.m. Sorry about that. Miss Canoodle and Mr. Chaplin, Miss Canoodle. I'm gonna say Canoodle the entire time. I mean, no way meaning any disrespect. And Mr. Chapin had been at a party at the nearby Sigma Chi fraternity house and had returned home shortly before. Police say the 4 students were murdered sometime between 3 and 4 a.m., but were not discovered by roommates Dylan Mortensen and Bethany Funk until much later that morning. Mr. Mortensen and Miss Funk had become worried that they could not contact their friends and called police, who made the grim discovery. Amid criticism for a supposed lack of progress, Moscow Police Department Chief James Fry previously told the press any information was useful to his department and urged people to come forward. Well, it's kind of difficult to come backwards. Whether you believe it is significant or not, your information might be the one piece of the puzzle that helps solve these murders. As of this week, police were also continuing the search for a white 2011-2013 Hyundai Elantra, which is believed to have been in the area at the time of the murders. According to investigators, the occupant of the correct car may have critical information relating to the case, but as of Friday morning, there was no confirmation as to whether the suspect in custody was connected to the vehicle. I thought they just said that they took... Has this been updated or something? Despite the slow progress of the investigation, Miss Mogan's father, Ben Mogan, told the Spokesman Review newspaper he was hopeful that justice would be served. The prosecutor on the case looks like Santa. No, she did not see this in the cards. From the very beginning, I've known people don't get away with things like this these days. There's too many things that you can get caught up on, like DNA and videos everywhere. The murders, which took place in mid-November, shook the campus of the small city of 25,000 along the border of Washington State. Mr. Chapin was a freshman majoring in recreation, sport, and tourism. Tourism management originally from Mount Vernon in Washington, according to the university. Miss Canoodle, had been a junior marketing major with a Post Falls, Idaho native. Miss Goncalves was a senior majoring in general studies from Rathdrum, Idaho, and Miss Mogan was a senior majoring in marketing from... Why the hell is there a French name in the middle of Idaho? Coeur d'Alene? Chilling photo posted on Instagram hours before the murder showed the 4 roommates together, smiling with Miss Cogen and on Miss Gonzalez's... I can't fucking talk. I need coffee. Yep. Before I do anything more stupid, I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna grab a No, that's the news page. That's not my face. I want to turn off my face. Okay, I'm gonna grab... What do I want? Oh, do I want an energy V, or do I want an energy drink, or do I want iced coffee? Start with the V. I'm not gonna lie. The Xbox fridge comes in a very handy. Okay. Do both. I may need it. Coeur d'Alene. Okay, thank you, Griff. I've just heard from the other room, the wife gone, "You're welcome." Yes, so for anyone that can see it, right over there, that's probably too small, is a Xbox Series X shaped fridge, which I got for Christmas. I actually think I'm not wearing pants. I just want you to see my stomach. Xbox mini fridge, is that a thing? Yeah, that's a thing. See? Nope. Right there. Right there. That thing there. It's a fridge. Okay. Let's double check, see if I missed anything in chat. Master's degree survey was very creepy. Yep. Oh, I have a rumble rant from Shade Chaser. Testing, and need to tell Mighty Meat he's getting old since he can't remember crap. Thank you, Shade Chaser. And yes, the plugin has worked. So people, I officially now capture all of my rumble rants as well. Red. You're awesome, Shade. Alright, just gotta make sure that I keep that connected there so it doesn't disconnect from the thing. And Twitter message. Okay. Alright. Moving on. Now, I did have a couple of other ones about that. I'm not going to bother with the opinion piece. I just want to skim through this and see whether or not there's anything more in this. Arrest paperwork filed is being held for extradition to Idaho on a warrant for first-degree murder. That would be my lovely wife. 2 seconds, guys. Hello. She wants to show. Oh, don't you look pretty, fool? Give me cuddle. Give me cuddle. Oh, I love you, munchkins. You wearing your sparkly dress? Don't step on that, sweetheart. That's gorgeous. Thank you. Yeah, it's fine, guys. I knew I wasn't muted, and I wasn't going to say anything stupid. Just try and keep her off camera if I can. Why is this chat following me all over YouTube lives? Well, I think everyone's got similar similar tastes. Couldn't say anything. State law will release the affidavit once he's in the state. Yep. Oh yeah, right. Read some of that. Love the video off, but the mic on. Well, like I said, I wasn't going to say anything stupid, neither was she, so. 69 degenerates in chat. Well, as far as I can tell, there's 82 now, so remember to hit the like and subscribe, people, if you haven't already. Streaming times are inconvenient to me. I need you to change your entire schedule just to appease me. I changed my streaming times as it was just to appease you Americans. The cookies, you must know. Oh, she loved the cookie. She ate it. Yeah. So the Snickers one I gave to the wife. Hasn't been eaten yet. I'm probably gonna eat it later. The cookies and cream one that had the M&Ms through it. She ate it. She loved it. So. We're either highly educated, probably part of some kind of bias reporting. If he was some random schmuck with a regular job, they wouldn't spend time talking about it. No, look, it's true, and it's more that see, this is why I gotta stop going on Jeff's streams. Staying the entire night. Oh my god. Brain no worky. It's just an aspect of his life, and that's why they're focusing on it. Oh, Rabbit, that's sweet. You'd be here no matter what time. Oh. Can you send a squirrel in the mail? Not internationally. That'd break customs rules. I have no idea. Consult your local mail carrier. Check with UPS and FedEx. She did not see in the cars. You didn't do it. You thought I'd do it. People thought I did it. Has a PhD in criminology. His education is relevant to the case. True. Can't believe how fast you see chat tonight. Well, I mean, I've got the Streamlabs stuff coming through immediately, although that's on top chat. I should switch that to live. Looking forward to some brewing old school lore with this trial via Santa. The Doc Santa, his real name is Bill Thompson. Wait. Ms. Amanda was in the area. Just saying. Can see the bell lost on. Don't stress. I'm barely here, Rose. Why would I expect you to be here? Thought it was an actual Xbox. Oh God, no, no, no. No. The Series X is in the lounge room. Love yourself. Not always. Not today. What was her daughter's thoughts on the cookies? She loved it. She ate it. You're still craving the French fries. Well, go and get some French fries, and then you can have some chips. The great admission Andrew Tate's being held for 30 days. No, I thought he was released. What? Andrew Tate held? No shit. I knew he had bigger problems than that, but still, fuck. Okay, hang on. Andrew Tate to remain detained in Romania for 30 days after arrest over grape, human trafficking laws charges. Again, brain no worky. Don't fucking stress about it, Marty. Tate has broken his silence after being arrested over grape and human trafficking allegations as he faces 30 days extended detention. A tweet from the disgraced former kickboxer's account reads, "The Matrix sent their agents." You fucking wanker. And an apparent nod to Tate's bizarre Matrix reference, Elon Musk also posted a meme about the film, which was retweeted by Tate. Tate, 36, is being held after his luxury Romanian mansion was raided by the Directorate of Investigating Organised Crime and Terrorism. Is it Dicot or Dicot? In the capital, Bucharest. Well, he's definitely wearing handcuffs this time around. I know that people were making some interesting stuff about the fact that he wasn't wearing handcuffs when he was arrested the first time. He's definitely wearing them this time. He, his brother Tristan, and two other suspects were detained over warrants issued in relation to forming an organised criminal group, international human trafficking ring, and grape. The pair have reportedly been under investigation for the alleged kidnapping of two young women in their villa in the town of Voluntari. Cops say so far 6 victims have come forward claiming they were sexually exploited by the organised crime group. I need to burp. Excuse me. Cops say so far 6 victims have come forward. They were initially held for 24 hours after the house in a leafy Bucharest suburb was raided, but prosecutors have reportedly asked the Romanian court to extend Tate's detention by 30 days as part of the investigation. He just looks like a knob, doesn't he? Anti-organised crime prosecutors have notified the Rights and Liberties judge with the Bucharest court with a proposal to remand the 4 suspects for 30 days, the prosecutor said on Friday. Memberships are going to Kestra 42, Anaya H, DR, Daisy Williams, and Bella Maddie's mama. Congratulations. Yeah, I'm going to have to reread that whole damn paragraph again. Organised crime prosecutors have notified the Rights and Liberties judge with the Bucharest court with a proposal to remand the 4 suspects for 30 days, the prosecutor said on Friday. The 4 suspects appear to have created an organised crime group with the purpose of recruiting, housing, and exploiting women by forcing them to create pornographic content meant to be seen on specialised websites for a cost. Pictures and video show the pair being accompanied out of the house in handcuffs by cops. Yeah, this time around. Tate seen with his hood up as armed police dressed in balaclavas led him away. Officials say 6 injured people have been identified as part of the investigation, including one who was allegedly violently sexually assaulted back in March. Some of the suspects allegedly used the lover boy method of trafficking, which involves a man luring the victim into a relationship in order to sexually exploit them. The victims then claim that they were transported to a secret location near Bucharest, where they were coerced into making pornographic films. It was the second time his home has been raided as part of the investigation after cops arrived on his door back in April. It has since been suggested that the latest sting may not have happened if Tate had not posted a video mocking eco warrior Greta Thunberg. Yeah, well, the whole thing about the pizzas and then them knowing that he was in Romania at the time. Not the smartest thing. Oh, Okay, so, alright. Show fake Aussie wife? Oh, Sleazy, she's anything but fake. I'll read her. Your black screen when I walk away? Yeah, I do that deliberately. You guys don't need to see my butt. I'm not Lizzo, I'm not twerking. Damn, it was that. Kind of like Nick with his kids. Stop right there. What do you want? Pretty much. I mean, look, she's been on camera before, but you know, you don't need to, um, you don't need to go out of your way. Don't have any taste, hence my presence. At least you have good fun making memes out of me. That's got to say something, doesn't it? Tell the truth, did you get another burger to take home yesterday? No, I did not. Those burgers, like, A, expensive, B, delicious. Not good for the heart. We love you for it. Okay. Send Hayden a picture, a painting, a mural, or a squirrel. Please don't send me any squirrels. Alright, so that's chat jumping. I'm just putting this on screen so I've got documented evidence of it. Kanye burger. You got really excited about that, Sean. And you almost bloody well missed it. This is why you got to remember to hit the bell and make sure that all the notifications are turned on, people. If I legitimately am doing something that is, you know, drummed up and all that sort of stuff, you don't want to miss it, you know? Mr. Beast burger next. Do they have a Mr. Beast burger here? I don't know if they do or not. And I've still got the chat, and it's still on screen, or it was anyway. Oh, that was fucking funny. Or is listening but cooking? No, fair enough. Human trafficking and caught by a pizza box. Oh, the irony. Mm-hmm. How many feds do I think are involved? Not enough. If they're focusing their efforts overseas, they're not looking what's going on. Sure, the local PD weren't too convinced. Grease a few palms. Have a nice day. All allegations innocent until proven guilty. No, exactly. But I'm not saying that I'm unhappy about it. Although somehow he's still managing to tweet, so. What's funny is that the law that got him arrested is called the GRETA. I broke a guy's jaw in Tijuana. Cops laughed, charged me $100 US, didn't even feel cuffs. Shit. Suppose you don't have to worry too much. Stay off the roads. No worries, just cause. Happy New Year. Speaking of which, I gotta work out what I'm gonna do. Who the fuck would be Loverboyed by a thumb with a face drawn on it? Oh, shit. Isn't a fake Aussie wife just a poster of Kylie Minogue? basically, I suppose. Wait, what's that? Is there really a 4chan post about the Idaho suspect? I have no clue. Thank you for super chat. I've never really delved into 4chan. Okay. This is gonna be. This will either go really, really good or really, really bad. Oh, okay. The politically incorrect stuff's not great. That's horrible. Oh, thank you, Rabbit. Last times I was. Oh shit! Jumped again. What was that last time my wife was on camera? What? Last time Aussie's wife was on camera, someone said she looked like him. She will avoid the camera for the rest of the world, as the rest of the world avoids Australia. No, she recently got her hair done. She looks beautiful. Do have all the notifications? Still don't know what. Still an hour. Yeah, I know. Mocko guy streaming on Cyborg about mindset. Immediately streams stuffing his face with a burger. What? Oh, the guy that. Yeah, okay. Well, for starters, that was about Nate. I couldn't really care less about. Um, no take easy backsies. Uncle made a great snarky remark about this case. Did he really? Okay. Crystal already out? Oh, my fault, I suppose. Is it? Found some of the survey questions tagged you on Twitter, so I couldn't find the first tag. Okay, that's alright. That's more than enough for me. Let's have a look. Twitter.com. Never said Minogue. Which Kylie then? The survey questions. Okay, let's have a look. What? I'm assuming he was asking these questions. Oh, Kylie Jenner. Okay, gotcha. Um, did you struggle with or fight with the victim? I'm assuming he was asking these are criminals. How did you leave this? Yeah, well, how'd you leave the scene? Did you prepare for a crime before leaving your home? Please detail what you were thinking about and feeling at this point. After committing a crime, what were you thinking and feeling? What was the first move you made in order to accomplish your goal? Please detail any thoughts or feelings at this point. Anyway, I started blasting. Before making a move, how did you approach the victim or target? Please detail what you were thinking and feeling. After arriving, what steps did you take prior to locating the victim or target? Please detail your thoughts and feelings. This reads as an I want to pick your brain so I don't make the same mistakes. That's what this reads as to me. Research participation needed. Hi, my name is Brian. I'm inviting you to participate in a research project that seeks to understand how emotions and psychological traits influence decision making when committing a crime. In particular, the study seeks to understand the story behind your most recent criminal offence, with an emphasis on your thoughts and feelings throughout your experience. In the event that your most recent offence was not one that led to a conviction, you may still participate. Additional surveys are included after the open-ended section as to best understand your unique traits. The study should take about 15 to 20 minutes to complete fully. Your identity and all answers provided are completely confidential, and the link to the survey is also an anonymous link. This research has been approved by the DeSales University IRB. Participants must be aged 18 or older. If you opt to participate, you may terminate participation at any time for any reason. So he emailed a bunch of criminals questions, basically. Is this other photo? Class of 2022, Masters in the Arts of Criminal Justice. Okay, there he is there. Doxing a whole bunch of other students as well. Interesting. Well, there you go. Alright, let's quickly whip through what's left of chat. $100 gets you out of almost any crime in Tijuana. Jesus. Had a research study up asking people their mindsets while committing crimes. Yeah. What is that? Fucking lie, we all know you shit post on TV constantly. What? Did I see the DM? Yes, I got that. Thank you, Turbo Goat. And I got the video. Oh, shit, I'm gonna fall out of my chair. Suppose there was a 4chan post describing the crime scene of some shit like guts in the ceiling fan and shit, guessing it was fake. Yeah, okay. Polls a bunch of people mostly LARPing as white supremacists with just enough actual schizoids mixed in to make it a bit creepy. The board really went to shit around 2015 to 2016. So I take it you were there prior to 2015, Sovereign? Is it true your accent is because of alcoholism? No. Surprisingly, you guys see me doing my drinking. Like, and how often do I actually do it? I don't bother. Like, I have other things to do, basically. I can't be stuffed, like, sitting and drinking a beer or anything like that if there's not a purpose behind it. If I'm not here, if I'm not talking to you guys, just sitting enjoying a beer or, you know, doing a couple of shots or whatever, I'm more than likely just going to be drinking water or soft drink or something else, so... Isn't every beautiful woman in Australia called Kylie? Plus Boomerang? Hey, Darl, when did you change your name to Kylie? He was going for his PhD? Yeah, okay. Guy fell victim to sample bias is what I read from this. He did what these guys did, which were ideas who were caught. Misunderstood the Australian accent is because of alcoholism. Look it up. Okay. Thank you very much for the super chat. Alright, I'm almost to the bottom of the chat and then we can actually move on to some regular news. Chat will be the same if you go away. Okay. Batshit crazy research participation. Yeah. Hundreds of manuals for asking questions about personality traits. You think maybe you could have used some better questions then? Escapades. Internet historian has some great videos of 4chan's infamous escapes. Okay. Hayden smooth as peanut butter. Yeah, I'm almost at the bottom. Lurked on the poll because of the truly amazing feats of tism they achieved, like capturing LaBeouf's flag like 5 times. These days, not so much. It's because it's a bit too iffy. Okay. Do the locomotion. Okay. Alright. Muffet. Okay. Next up, we have beloved YouTube star Keenan Cahill, dead at 27. Popular YouTube personality Keenan Cahill has died at the age of 27, according to reports. Has anyone actually verified this? I mean, you know, do I need to check? Cahill found viral fame as a teenager in 2010 when he lip-synced videos which hit songs started to gain traction online. His first lip-sync video was to Katy Perry's hit Teenage Dream. From there, he developed a celebrity following, with celebrities including Perry, Jennifer Aniston, 50 Cent, Flo Rida, and Jason Derulo appearing alongside him in his YouTube videos. That is not a flattering picture. I'm a little bit worried that Drex would ask this guy to be in a 2.5 some. Chicago news station WGN9 first reported the news of Cahill's death, saying that a spokesperson for his family had confirmed he passed away on Thursday, aged 27. Just woke up, that's the only thing I can verify. Put the chat back there we go. The outlet said Cahill, born and raised in the suburbs of Chicago, had become friends with WGN over the years and described him as one of the first internet sensations. Seriously, now they're pulling a Jennifer Lawrence on this? He was one of the first internet sensations? Got famous for lip syncing? Oh yeah. Turn him in Black Silver. Oh, shit. Kale was born with Martau-Lemey syndrome. Martau-Lemey syndrome, and stood just 127 centimeters tall. He had a bone marrow transplant in '97 in an attempt to halt the progression of the disease. Cahill revealed that his health problems were continuing in social media posts in the weeks leading up to his death, telling his followers he was booked in for open heart surgery on December 15. 1 week till the open heart surgery. Wish me luck. Love you all. He wrote in a post that is now flooded with comments mourning his death. Still taller than Attorney Tom. Didn't know he was also the Star Wars guy. 50 Cent, yeah. Stream was so good. It was good. TMZ says he's dead, so he's dead. For those of you who are asking, December 15th is the date of the surgery. Read what was to be his final Instagram post. No cause of death has been publicly released at this time. In recent years, Cale had turned his attention to DJing, posting his final song on YouTube just 3 weeks ago. He was really bad at lip syncing. I'm watching it now. Alright, let's have a quick look. Oh, okay, it's literally just the audio. There's no lip syncing or anything. Okay, fine. Fines. Okay. Moving on. Bizarre questions Brits Googled this year, including the lifespan of a dragon. From start to finish, 2022 has kept us guessing all the way. The pandemic continued into the new year, but as time wore on, restrictions eased. But that didn't stop other challenges, including the cost of living, the war in Ukraine, the death of Queen Elizabeth, and countless strikes and 2 new prime ministers. In challenging times, Brits often turn to Google, the search engine that doesn't judge you. Well, they may well be. We don't know. I mean, all that data's got to get collated by someone eventually, don't they? Probably better than the deaf, mute, trans woman from Brazil singing Whitney Houston. That was tough to watch. I'm not going to lie. That was tough to watch. Like, good on her for trying it, but that was tough to watch. It's the modern day Oracle which knows more about its users than our own parents, families, and friends. We use Google for all sorts of things. Sometimes we ask serious questions like, when are the next train strikes? Sometimes we ask for advice, for example, how to lose weight fast, how to make pancakes, or for guides on how to delete Twitter. There's nothing strange about asking these questions, and sometimes it can be really handy for search engines to provide the answer without you having to talk to anyone else. Yep. I'm not gonna lie, there's various things that I records maybe but never judges. Yeah. There's plenty of things that I've Googled. You mean the cat, the wailing cat singer? But this year the Brits have gone above and beyond and asked some truly bizarre questions that they feel they needed answered. We asked top 10 casinos. The fuck? Top 10 casinos? To analyse some of the most bizarre Google searches of the year, and some of them are truly strange. What the fuck is top 10 casinos? If I open this, it's in an actual casino. I'm going to laugh my head off. It's got to be like a... We're sorry, you're trying to visit this website from Australia, according to the... Yeah, it's an actual casino. What the fuck? No worries, Andrew. See ya. Some of the strangest Google searches from 2022, with more than 200 people asking, why do you dry spaghetti? Was the bug created by the government? Why do ducks quack and humans don't? Quack. Are mermaids real? What country is France in? Is Elon Musk a robot? What came first, the chicken or the egg? Can flowers talk? Time machine instructions? And the lifespan of a dragon. A spokesperson for Top 10 Casinos commented, as humans, we sometimes take to Google as a guilty pleasure, when nobody will see the questions we ask. Well, someone does. Oh, yeah. Yes, we know the answer to the question. We're all doomed. Oh, yeah. But at least we're going to have some fun on the way. What who am I paraphrasing? I can't remember. But, you know, if we're all going to wind up in the same place, might as well go through the pearly gates going butt backwards in a sports car with flaming wheels. Best list you've read all year. How can the egg come first if there's no bird to lay it? I'm not really getting into genetics and various other bits and pieces like that. We'll get there. I'm just not doing it right now. Cover the Idaho story? Yes, that's right at the very start. So if you want that, start from the start. It's a sense of privacy to find some of the weird and odd things you wouldn't ask in real life. The dinosaur came first. Evolution, my dear Watson. When the Pearson trial was on to search how to make meth. My search history from trial watching is getting weird. Kanye. Dinosaurs laid eggs, chooks came from them. Are we really going to start a creationism versus evolution argument in the chat? Come on, guys. Come on. I'm still trying to wrap my head around why they asked people from a casino to analyze the data from Google. Google itself recently revealed the top search terms Brits have been using. Annual search statistics. Okay, we like this. Showed that top searches in the UK were Wordle, World Cup, Queen Elizabeth, Ukraine, lateral flow test, Mason Greenwood, Russia, Quaddle, Jeffrey Dahmer, and Johnny Depp. He's in good company there. In terms of news events, it was the death of Queen Elizabeth II that ranks the highest, followed by the war in Ukraine, the spread of monkeypox, and Storm Eunice that gained the most searches. You wacky Brits. Ever since the Darryl Brooks trial, my YouTube feed is pretty depressing some days. Oh, fucking tell me about it, honestly. Honestly, some days it's like, why do I even bother? Odds are they sponsored it because it's an ad for the casino. Google, how much does the anus stretch? How can Oh, what do they say? What do they say? It's like a full 2.5 raccoons can fit through an anus. I've seen that TikTok. Hey, Maddie Graham became a legal intern. Thank you. Monkeypox was searched, but not the bug. Hmm. Random question: anyone playing a good RPG? Depends how you define RPG. At the moment, I'm still working my way through Pokemon Scarlet just because I feel obligated to. I got to get back to Neverwinter Nights. Damn it, I'm tired. Who the fuck says that? 3 times the size, comfortably 5 with baby wheel. Ooh. Putting my Jehovah's Witness training, there are no pearly gates. Armageddon just happens, zaps you heathens out, and turns Earth into a paradise. Meh. Red Dead Redemption 2, that is a good one. Not verified, but this seems legit. Old school RuneScape, yeah, true. Five runs of playing Fallout 4. Okay. Sorry, Rabbit. And I'm supposed to be going on with Jeff next Friday as well, so next Saturday is going to be rough. I might even try and pre-record something, I think, for that. Is Elden Ring worth it? Actually, I'd like to know the answer to that too. Let's put that in a poll. Is Elden Ring worth it? Okay. Because I personally haven't played it. Fuck YouTube. For my favourite Aussie, I'll give me more money. Oh, thank you, Maddie. Keep getting Hassan clip channel recommendations. I don't want to watch that commie. I keep clicking on the don't recommend channel option, but another one pops up soon after. Oh, God. Of course, I do not believe that now, just to clarify. I wouldn't stress. Matthew Phoenix, hello.
Hello there.
It's a grind. It can very much be. It very well can be. Oh, shit, I just realised that I dropped the rumble crap. Where's it gone? Where's it gone? Where's it gone? What are you guys talking about over there? 27 looks 12. Swear more and more adults looking like kids. There may be a reason for that, unfortunately. Maybe I'm just getting old, but preteens dress and put makeup on to look like adults. Then they switch once they're adults trying to look like children. It's creepy. Yes, it is creepy as fuck. Honestly. Have Elden Ring and so in love playing with it. Well, there you go. Any news on Hogue? That's a damn good question. Hang on. Let me check. Just speculation at this point. Like, I know what's gone wrong and I know it's not good. If you want best updates I can suggest is if you want to know, go and follow Mrs. Hogue. She's the one that's going to be putting out the information. Had to Google Hillsong because of the new show about it. Didn't know it was an Aussie thing. Oh really? You've okay? Yeah. The I think the wife even sung there once, or is that Hillsong or another one? I can't remember. Playing the shit out of Stalker Anomaly mod pack known as Gamma. Okay. Just went and bought $140 of illegal fireworks. No, you didn't, Maddie. No, you didn't. Re-download Witcher 3 because of AZ over at Heels versus Babyface playing Fallout 76 with a co-worker over the break. Okay. The streams I've seen people playing just as them dying over and over again. Yeah, that's kind of the point of the game. So, enjoy it, but I got lost, wasn't entertained enough to finish Elden Ring. Okay. Heard a lot of complaints that Elden Ring was too hard. I think that's kind of the point, really. What's this about Hogue? Oh, for anyone that doesn't know, he is currently in hospital. He is awaiting surgery, 10 a.m. Eastern. And sincere thoughts and prayers and hope for the best. She's at Mrs. Hogue on Twitter. Mrs. Hogue Law, sorry, on Twitter, yep. Crocs is sponsoring child drag show in England. Throw away your Crocs. Are you serious? Bloody hell. What's that? You think Daryl Brooks' court behavior was crazy? Look up Bryce Rhodes, Louisiana, Kentucky. Okay. You get the upload on Discord. Oh god. Okay, people, one at a time. One at a time. Okay, I'm not functioning. Not all cylinders are firing right now. Okay, so just Bryce Rhodes. Okay. There are a couple of YouTube videos about him. One's titled "The Craziest Prisoner in Jail," and the other one's "True Crime: The Story of Accused Triple Murderer." Trial delayed again after judge what? Man, this guy must be batshit crazy. Getting him psychologically evaluated. Well, as you would expect. Rhodes is claiming to have an intellectual disability which would prohibit prosecutors from seeking the death penalty. This guy's actually bad enough that they actually physically chained him to the chair. Okay. I think we're going to have some fun with this one. Thank you very much for bringing that up, Barbara. Where was a Discord update? Haven't got Discord open. Of course not. Why would I have Discord open, people? Why would I have Discord open? Because that would be too much of an obvious and proper thing for me. Now I've lost everything. Okay. Don't use Twitter. What a waste of time. No, fair enough, Pam. To each their own. People think this is the worst that Crocs did. They created Crocs. No, they encouraged people to wear Crocs with socks. That's the worst thing they've ever done. While I'm waiting for Discord to open, I'm just running through some more of these. Are they ever all firing? Fuck you. Bryce Rhodes cut his dick to look like a snake because the voices in his head told him to. As you do. V Rising, Valheim, and 7 Days to Die. Can't go wrong. What the business? No problem, it's nuts. Yeah. I'm going to research him if you're going to do streams about him, because I want the shock experience fresh. No, fair enough. I think we could definitely have some fun with that. No, for fuck's sake. Okay. Look like the scene from Silence of the Lambs. I can't do it. I can't do it. Where'd Discord go? Did open it. What's that? Thank you, Vicky, for sending that through. Watch rats bursting from a hay bale in skin crawling video. Sure, why not? And in the Discord. Breast made. Right. Is this the Simpsons Christmas 2? Is that what you're talking about? That's a bit unexpected, not gonna lie. So there's a photo in the Discord. For anyone that doesn't know, Discord can get a little bit crazy. Where a video of the Simpsons Christmas DVD has been posted, and inside, I should clarify, this was picked up at a garage sale, and inside the DVD reads as Extreme Anal number 2. Right. Socks and sandals for life. Only if you're trying to remain a virgin. Had to wear Croc-ish shoes while I was in jail for a week. It was cold in there and wore socks. What's Elden Ring? Elden Ring is a video game that you repeatedly die in, basically, and you gotta learn how to like read patterns from your enemies and that sort of thing, and dodge and like dip, duck, dive, and dodge, and yeah. Don't forget to check your subscribe. Susan be doing some weird voodoo. Actually, that's a good point. I should actually check exactly how many, because Susan's still fucking with me. I don't know why. I don't know why. I don't know what I did to piss her off specifically, but not that I actually care. I can't work out how in the last month I have gained 230 subscribers and yet somehow backslid. Like, it makes no fucking sense whatsoever. So 8513. Okay, 8513. That means that I need another 27 to make it back to where I was 2 weeks ago. Bloody Susan. Prep yourself a Discord. I'm subbed a few days ago. There you go. Gained 230, lost 580. Makes no friggin' sense. But anyway. So please feel free to remember to hit the like and subscribe buttons if you can. Can't make it any easier, so. Okay, Donald Trump's tax returns released after long fight with Congress. Gonna play? Surely this is gonna play.
Former US President Donald Trump has fought to keep his tax returns private for years. But this morning, his returns for the last 6 years have been released to the public.
Let's go to US correspondent Alison Petrowski in Los Angeles. Ali, what have we learnt from these returns so far?
Well, good morning, Jane and Gavin. There are 6,000 pages of documents that have been released this morning, so there is a lot to get through. It's going to take some time to get through all these, but there are a couple of key takeaways that we can glean from this. The first one is that Trump paid little, if anything, in income taxes over the last 6 years, including his 4 years as president.
If he's got a creative accountant and he knew what he was doing, why would he?
So, for example, in 2017, he only paid $750 in federal income taxes. In 2020, in his last year of office, he paid nothing, zero. In those years, he claims that business expenses, losses and deductions he had were over $270 million US. The other key takeaway, and something that many people are talking about this morning, is that the IRS, which is basically the US equivalent of the ATO, they did not audit Trump for his first 2 years in office. Now, here it is mandatory for a president's taxes to be audited every single year. So many people asking why Trump was exempt from this. Did he put pressure on the IRS? One man asking questions this morning is the former IRS Commissioner, Mark Everson. Take a listen.
You were minimizing tax.
I don't know what happened here, and I'm very concerned that that nobody stepped in, that the Commissioner Reddick didn't say, look, whatever we do here, we've got to play it right down the middle and follow the law to its T and make sure we're doing this correctly.
Now, guys, as you can imagine, Donald Trump is not happy about the release. He'd fought for many years for these documents to not be out there. He has released a statement this morning saying the Democrats should never have done it, the Supreme Court should never have approved it, and it's going to lead to horrible things for so many people. He says these Trump tax returns just show how he's been able to use depreciation and various other tax deductions as an incentive for creating thousands of jobs. Now, I should point out that with the exception of Trump, every president since Richard Nixon has released his own tax returns publicly. And now that Donald Trump's are out there, pretty much every forensic accountant in the country is combing through these. So I dare say we're going to find out a lot more about Donald Trump's tax operations and his business operations in.
Okay, chat, someone explain to me, why the fuck should people care and why is it anyone's business? Yeah, sorry about that, Maddie. I got there eventually. Where's it gone? Wait, why is that not? Hang on, what? That should have worked. Why did that not work?
It was not that you were evading tax at all. That would have been libelous.
You son of a bitch.
But that you were minimizing tax.
There's nothing wrong with minimising tax. I don't know anybody who doesn't minimise their tax.
And that you were doing so in ways that were contrary to the spirit of the law.
Oh. Well, I just got through telling you what I thought about that. And what you're saying is exactly what the Four Corners program says. I am not evading tax in any way, shape or form. Now, of course I am minimising my tax, and if anybody in this country doesn't minimise their tax, they want their heads ripped. Because as a government, I can tell you're not spending it that well that we should be donating extra.
Oh no, I don't give a shit about John Laws. There's probably a whole bunch of chat. Where do we go? Been unsubbed to hate in the past? Well, there you go. Susan says never lose a sub again and gain 100,000, but have to suck a dick a day for 30 days or 30 dicks in a row. I'm thinking. No, I'll take the unsubs. Learn that Congress is above the law. Okay. Love Oz news reports. Okay. Sure hope Trump took advantage of every loophole possible. Yeah, see, this is crap. No praise on Trump, but when the rest of the administration's tax is going to be made public, insider deals would be interesting. Okay. Neither is Amazon. Smile, they're cheerful, and they offer zero facts. ATO, Australian Taxation Office. The math ain't mathing. Sir Obama's returns, he has overseas accounts. Okay. Basically like every other rich person's taxes, fix the loopholes maybe. That would be nice. If that's really the issue. Doesn't do his own taxes, that's why he has an accountant. Duh. They find the loopholes. There are no loopholes. It's built into the system by those in government. Well, certainly, it isn't the IRS doing it. It's just the Democrats. Okay. Need to find a website that streams Aussie telly for real. Well, I mean, if you use a VPN, you can probably watch 9 News, or sorry, watch 10 Play, Channel 9, Channel 7. I could probably hook you up. Don't care, not my business. I'd like to hire as an accountant, though. Basically, so they know they weren't beholden to any foreign dignitaries or other assets, being the president is the highest office you can have. Okay. No one should, but people do this to distract from things like that they ought to be mad about, like the aforementioned Pelosi's husband trading of insider knowledge. Okay. It is not anyone's business, and no one should fucking care. PR stunt by the Democrats. Right. Love to see how much Congress makes outside of their normal pay. Al Capone had a problem paying taxes too. Where did it get him? I think any public servant in the 3 rings of government should be audited yearly, period. Too many offshore accounts, too many family members getting rich, too much corruption. So, yeah, well, yeah. All we've learned is that Trump has been making use of tax laws as every other rich person. They also forget that Trump never took his presidential wages. Right, okay. Ban incoming? Eh. Take the number of the accountant under the head accountant, safer bet. Don't care about the tax returns. He utilizes the laws as provided by the Democrats over the years. That's why he used to donate to people like Hillary. It's a business, not personal tax return. Interesting. Hope this comes back to bite them all. I doubt it. I doubt it. They'll find ways around it. Never met anyone, rich or poor, who said I want to pay more in taxes. Taxes are theft. When did they even start paying taxes in the US? It's a damn good question. I don't know. I mean, are you like are you like, are you being facetious, John, or are you being serious? I mean, we can do a deep dive into American tax law, but it's not something that I necessarily know about. When Congress stops taking advantage of insider trading, I'll care about Trump's taxes. Biden wrote off donating his underwear. Unless we get to like the damn streams. Well, please do. Guys, remember, if you actually like the content, leave a comment. I don't always get to responding to all of them, but it does help the algorithm and all that sort of other shit. I think they started taxes with Roosevelt. Question: how do you guys' taxes work? Are they taking it out of your employment, or do you have to pay them yourselves? No. So we have pay-as-you-go tax and income tax, which is basically deducted from your pay, or you pay quarterly or monthly, depending on your situation. This is in no way tax advice. I don't give tax advice. Please consult an accountant. But basically, for most people that are employed, you have tax and superannuation come out of your paycheck every week, fortnight, however often you're paid. And then we do the end of financial year tax returns at the end of June 30th. You get your tax advice from Wesley Snipes. What about all the money that Biden still owes? What? Shit, that jumped. Joint money between him and Hunter. Funny they forget to mention that. How good or bad is Sky News? Australian Sky News is surprisingly based, and actually, yeah, it's not bad. Still mainstream media though, so has issues. That is true. Pet the thumbs up like a lost cold puppy. Julius Caesar was the first to implement a sales tax, a 1% flat rate that was applied across the entire Roman Empire. Huh. She's got a sexy Australian voice. What was that? To be fair, the underwear what? To be fair, the underwear wasn't used because he freeballs. Oh, I didn't need to know that. Taxes began and were supposed to be temporary. Yes. I'm pretty sure the whole thing was to fund a, wasn't it like this originally I want to say this war against the Spanish? I gotta start watching QI again. We also have GST, which is a transaction goods and services tax. That's true. So, basically, we have the equivalent of value-added tax here as well, which is like 10%. Anyone in the States has got a fairly simple tax return if it's W2 without a lot of deductions or to do. Oh, there you go. Maddie's often to do people's tax returns for them. A little bit like England, but we only have to do the yearly tax returns if we run a business or are self-employed. Oh no, so tax returns are still done. Your tax returns are still done yearly, and still done annually. It's just that if you have pay-as-you-go, the ATO will send you a bill to say, here, pay this, and then we'll deduct it from your tax return at the end of the year, which I think is a little bit on the nose. Oh, the taxes for the Civil War. Okay. They have QI in Oz. That's amazing. No, we watch the British remake, the British reruns, or at least I do anyway. Wars ain't cheap. They never are. Too much wasted on war. Yes. Without all the farming and ranching deductions we use, I don't know what I'd do. Look, honestly, taxes suck. Everywhere. And talking about taxes, Susan just taxed me 10% of my viewership. Must have pissed someone off talking about Donald's tax returns. Maybe lagging here or pausing from stream while at work. Okay. Not the same since Sandy took over. No, look, it's not. I do prefer the Stephen Fry episodes, but it could be worse. Is Stephen Fry? Yeah. Okay. That's what I meant. Stephen Fry and Sandy Totsvig in Oz. Awesome. Yeah. Yep. Slightly feel-good story. A toddler has saved his grandmother's life because she was dumb enough to climb up a ladder, have the ladder fall. Can't over the BBC nowadays. Oh, there you go. Paying taxes, you're doing something wrong. Yep. You can do it, little buddy. Lift it. Lift it. Oh, good job. And now he's holding it to make sure it doesn't fall over on her again. Probably would have just broke her hip, but strong granny keeping herself up like that. Saved her life, it's not that high. To be fair, it says lifts ladder to save grandmother. I don't think it's specifically saving her life. But I mean, it well could have. I mean, if she's that old, break a hip, get infection, sepsis, whatever the hell else. What was the next one? Smart dog climbs ladder to scale 11-foot wall after getting stuck in neighbour's garden. Moving on. Melbourne Woolworths. 4 rushed to hospital after falling ill after smelling fermented bread. Okay. If you pick up a loaf of bread and you see that it's moldy, it's crusty, whatever else, don't open the bag and sniff it. Like, don't get me wrong. I feel like that's just Darwinism at its core. Don't do something stupid like that. But anyway. Old people splinter like glass. We sure the video isn't reversed. Lol, and he got smacked for not holding it in the first place. You still have Woolworths? Yeah. It's like our major supermarket. Woolworths and Coles. Does milk smell bad to you? I hate when people do that. Yeah. If you've already smelt it and it already smells bad to you, don't impose it on someone else. 4 people have been rushed to hospital after falling ill after smelling fermented bread at a Melbourne Woolworths. Emergency services were called to Woolworths in Mentone in the city's southeast at about 8:10 a.m. on Friday after 4 workers became sick. A man and 3 women, one in her 50s and the other 2 in their 20s. What? Why have they given the ages of the women and not bothered with the bloke? Had a remarkably thick roommate who smelled a bucket of turpentine she was using for cleaning once. She almost keeled over into the bucket. Terminally stupid. Oh, God. You smelt it, you dealt it. They were taken to the Monash Medical Centre in a stable condition for observation. A Victoria Fire and Rescue spokeswoman said one of the workers had left bread fermenting in the bakery fridge overnight and fell ill on Friday morning after smelling the dough. Okay. Maybe too much yeast? Cause of the illness in the other workers is believed to be psychosomatic. Emergency services workers, including paramedics, have ruled out the possibility of a gas leak at the supermarket. Technicians have been called to inspect a fridge battery. So it might not even have been the bread, it could have been the fridge. Oh, for fuck's sake. Get your news article straight before you post them, Daily Mail. Come on. Okay, NT Parks and Wildlife removed 273 crocodiles from waters this year, including from a backyard pool and caravan park. A crocodile in a suburban backyard pool and another wandering around the top-end caravan park were among the hundreds of crocs that have been trapped by Northern Territory Crocodile Management Unit this year. You call silent but deadly. Oh, God. Do not invest in fantasy games as an adult. I have my magic cards, but I haven't even opened the box since I was 12. I'm almost 40. Well, Mac, I can't really talk. I mean, you know, I literally have these within arm's reach, so, you know. Oh, shit. I gotta clean up my desk. Fermented bread equals sourdough? I have no idea, honestly, Kestrel. Fermented rye is the bomb. Okay. What's the difference between a croc and a gator? Are we really going back to this? Execution. We very specifically covered this in a previous video. Better way to dispose of crocs, but if you're wearing socks, then you're a boomer. Will not admit how many original D&D books I have. No, fair enough. A total of 273 crocodiles, which are known to be more aggressive than freshwater counterparts. Oh, saltwater crocodiles, sorry, which are more aggressive than freshwaters. Yes, they are. Salties are significantly more dangerous. Were captured and removed from top-end waterways this year, according to NT Parks and Wildlife Department. It includes a 4 meter, 10 meter, a 4 meter, 11 centimeter saltwater crocodile, which was caught in the west arm of Darwin Harbour earlier this month, but rangers also caught a 5 meter croc in the Finnis River south of Darwin earlier this year. What's that? 16 foot, almost 17 foot crocodile. Total is not as high as last year's 313 crocodiles, but it's higher than the normal totals of 245 and 246 in 2020 and 2019. Hello, Belly Maddie's mama. How you doing? However, this year saw 25 crocs caught outside of the management zone where there are designated survey and trapping programs, the highest number in the last 3 years. The The management zone spreads across the Darwin Harbour, Darwin rural areas, parks and reserves, and around the towns of Catherine and Boroola. Crocodile Management Unit Ranger Jalen Marshall said one new management area on Gunpoint Road, which is a popular recreation area, had been a particular hotspot for crocs. Huh. I specifically remember Gunpoint Road. Like, I actually know where that is. We've been putting a trap there for the past 3 years, and the first time we put a trap in it was within 4 weeks that we pulled out 6 crocodiles. The biggest one of those was 3.6 meters, 11 feet. Mr. Marshall said rangers were called out to a number of unexpected locations to remove crocodiles this year. Pulling a freshwater crocodile out of a house in the Palmerston suburb of Rosebery, not a house in their pool, actually, he said. So yeah, that was a weird one, but it was a bit far away from the water. There was also a call to remove a saltwater croc from a caravan park in Dundee Beach in August. Aren't crocs lazy as fuck? Nope. You get chased by a croc on land, they can be quick over certain distances. If you're being chased, you run in a zigzag to try and tire them out, but no, they... No. Crocodile Island story from World War II is pretty crazy. Someone woke up to banging on their door, and just as they were going to open the door, someone screamed out, "Don't open it," Mr. Marshall said. Could you imagine? They poked their head out the window and saw a 2.5 meter crocodile sitting at their front door. 8 foot 2 inches. Saltwater crocodile sitting at their door. He said the unusual sighting served as a good reminder that crocs can turn up anywhere, especially this time of year. The monsoon's kicking in, the heat's kicking up, and the crocs are going to be a lot more active and a lot more cheeky as well. You got to be wary, especially whenever you are near water. He said that despite hundreds of crocs being captured, there were still over 100,000 in the wild. With that, I'd like to say the ones that you see, the ones that you don't see are the ones that you got to worry about. They're always lurking.
A man has faced off with a crocodile in the Kimberley and lived to tell the tale. Kyle Hutchison was bitten 6 times on the leg while crossing a small puddle with friends. The 1.5 metre saltwater animal pierced his kneecap, but luckily missed vital arteries. He was rushed to a Kununurra hospital and then ended up at the local pub shortly after.
Of course you did. How do I stop that from playing? I don't really care about that. I think we already watched that one too. Disturbing grin on the newscaster. 15 miles per hour. They move fucking fast. Watch out, chubs. Just chuck it out loud at the pub comment. I'm dying, but let's get the fuck to the pub. Yep. Alright. It's 2022. Stop telling me to quit social media. Oh, where's Drex? It's not new to see a 20-something-year-old defending their right to use technology. It's not a new phenomenon either to hear social media is ruining the self-esteem and mental health of adolescents at a rate that is hard to combat. And maybe when my mum told me to turn my eyes away from the blue light, she might have been onto something, because research has told us increasing social media use can create feelings of inadequacy and higher risk of depression, anxiety, and loneliness.
Objection.
But how do we fix it? Because telling us to turn off our phones and quit social media simply doesn't cut it anymore. Video via Mamma Mia. What? Oh, that's a video by me. I don't care. Admittedly, I'm a social media obsessed gal. I like posting my meals and doing birthday shout-outs to my friends and family. What the fuck is the point of posting food on social media? It's literally to say, "Ooh, this is what I'm about to eat and pass through my colon. You must be jealous because you can't have what I've got." It's literally like enforcing tall poppy syndrome. So. Welcome to the universe. Always have a reason to go to the pub. We can always find one. We can always find a reason to go to the pub. I would be lying though if I didn't admit that I'd fallen into self-comparison trap and wondered how someone's life could look so much better than mine. Of course, it's not easy to be surrounded by so many curated lifestyles when mine looks nothing of the sort, but it doesn't mean that I don't want to lean out of social media. Okay, this is not how I thought this was going to go. This is a fucking opinion piece. I don't give a shit. I'm not reading through this whole thing about her just whinging because people are telling her to get the hell off social media. Like, seriously. Legal highs. The legal intoxication claims its first victim. Okay. Why should you grow old when you can die young, says Britton Baxter in Dan Reed's documentary Legally High. He's not entirely wrong about that either. In a way, being young is wonderful, and you can crave wild party nights and trendy clubs, and unexpected encounters that can be converted into exciting Facebook friends after a joint intoxication. But with the year 2014, Baxter's transfigured question has become a reality. How the World reports last year saw the first fatality of legal intoxicants in Baden-Württemberg. For example, 6 deaths, even though heroin is still considered to be the most dangerous drug. The hype surrounding so-called legal highs is therefore causing the authorities great concern. While legal drugs in the UK are already as much part of a party night as fake leashes, skirts are far too short and the pint, skirts that are far too short and the pint, there are now a whole new host of temptingly legal substances in Germany, such as Zutjung DE? Oh, that's a website. According to statements by Star TV, about 200 different legal drugs were in circulation in 2014. How the fuck old is this? Thursday. So why are they talking about 2014? You're telling me to get off social media. Taking a few pics of what I've eaten, but I cooked it. Yeah, no, that's fair. I did that for you guys, okay? I did that because someone specifically was pestering me for months on end, okay? I wasn't sitting there going, I was fucking eating the food. Turkey's very juicy, picture perfect. Make sure the breasts stay cold, but the legs get to room temperature before I put it in the oven. That way it cooks evenly. Interesting. What are these legal drugs and where can I get them? Hayden had read the entire social media rant article and needed some bath salts. Okay. Means time boy or time young. Oh, really? Huh. Always read my chats is the only channel I don't get yeeted. Don't want yeeted. Fair enough. The left wants to give away drugs in large cities. They claim it's safer. Really? Fucking hell. Don't bath salts make you eat people's faces? Fuck, I hope not, but it wouldn't surprise me. Jesus Christ. fuck did I get to? According to a statement by Star TV, about 200 different legal drugs were in circulation in 2014. The herbal mixtures, tub cleaners, and bath salts are freely available on the internet. People behind these products have a frightening amount in common with meth cook Walter White from Breaking Bad. Because the synthetic composition of legal highs, chemist nerds are now the new drug lords, tapping into the chemical research literature to manufacture them. We'll post barbecue ribs I'll be cooking on Sunday or Monday, depends on the transition day. Oh, God. Yeah, well, go for it. That's why we have the foodie section in the Discord, Chizzy. Genkim, do I have to? Yes, they want to open stations, give drugs and needles away, etc. Oh, for fuck's sake. At least make them pay for it and then tax it. Bath salt zombies. Told the feds they talk about blaming... What? Okay. Oh, my head. No, Jinkum, no. I don't even want to know. Is it like crocodile? Okay. Alright, moving the fuck on. Where are we at? Hour 43. I've got to be out of here by 11, so okay, we're roughly on time. Bath salts and Florida man. Oh, that's always going to be good. The poll. Oh, I should probably end the poll. Yes, thank you very much for that. With 72 votes. Sixty 68% said no, it's not worth it. Well, there you go. Well, I guess I won't bother buying it then. Alright. Exclusive. Man who became a dog for £12,480 worries his friends will think he's weird.
What the fuck is this piece of shit?
A Japanese man named Toko is sharing updates of his life as a giant dog after he spent 2 million yen, which equates to £12,480, on a human-sized collie costume. Toko has always dreamed of becoming an animal and now dresses up as a dog a few times a month to live out his childhood fantasy. Toko, who has his own YouTube channel... Oh, God, does he? Regularly shares videos of himself learning how to eat, play, and train as a pooch. Yes, your friends are definitely going to think you're weird. Yes. Good for him. Even strangers think he's weird. Mass Effect's free on PlayStation Plus until January. Ooh, I do like Mass Effect. Thought he was weird before, just confirmed what they suspected. He has 10,000 subs. You know what you have to... He has 10,000 subs? Are you serious? But to be fair, how old's the channel? Did not have to save for a freaking engine for my car. I'd mail you my Xbox copy Elden Rings. Don't stress, Nissa. Don't stress. I mean, at some point it's going to be on Xbox Game Pass, so I'll try it then. Speaking about the opinions of his peers, he told the Mirror, I rarely tell my friends because I'm afraid they will think I'm weird. My friends and family seem very surprised that they learnt that I became an animal. Fuck off. He's got a job on Blue's Clues. They're not. They're his superiors. Ooh. Shit, I've really got to fix up the rim shot audio. Toko says he most enjoys doing things that only dogs do because it makes him feel like a proper pet. He finds activities that involve his hands and the most difficult are his paws often get in the way. Since childhood, I've had this unspecific fantasy of becoming an animal. I wonder whether it was a desire for transformation. Clips on Toko's social media show him rolling over on his belly for belly rubs, pretending to sit, lift his paws, and walking around on a lead like a dog. See, I'm torn because that hammock looks really fucking comfortable. Still better than the baby men. That's a fair call. Miss the old school Blues Clues, as do I. Is this an Onion article? Nope. It's from the Mirror. They just cover crazy shit. Sounds kinky, or is it too early for that? Yeah, we're still a good few days away from that. Wait, what's today? Saturday. Yeah, still at least 2 days. Don't tell chat anything, they would think I was weird. You tell chat everything. The hind legs look weird. They do a little bit. She's out. Adios. Wait till he tries to hump someone's leg. Reminds me of Kate Beckinsale running around in a pantomime horse costume with her husband for fun. I'm sorry, what? Is that like actually legit? This one's just Shizzy, although I think he's probably already gone.
Goodbye, goodbye, good friends, goodbye.
There's folks who call themselves otherkins. They identify as animals and want you to call them by their animal names. Psych doctors call it therianthropy, and it's a mental illness. So they're actually calling furries mental illnesses now. Well, there you go. Needs a blue dog suit. That way he could be Blue and Steve and do a show by himself. He also learnt how to eat fake dog food. Well, that's just cheating. Venture outside in a lift and even hang from a hammock. Taco says he chose to be a collie because it's his favourite breed of dog, and purchased a realistic costume from Zeppet, a Japanese agency known for creating sculptures and models for movies. It reportedly took Zeppet 40 days to make the costume. I was going to say, it's like it's a realistic costume. A Zeppet employee spoke about how the team found a way to create the skeleton structure of the dog and spent a lot of time studying it. Jesus. They said, in addition, we collect photographs taken from various angles so that the beautiful coat on the collie could be reproduced and devised so that a coat would flow naturally. Bear paws on that thing. That looks like so cover it in dirt, turn it grey, and put it in a dark cave. And that's the fucking wolf thing from the Neverending Story. Was it Gamork? Come for me, Gamork! I am Atreyu! You inspire us to feel our dreams too. One subscriber commented on a recent video, while another said, I hope I become the animal that I want to be as well. You're an inspiration to us. Unless you're talking about being an animal in the bedroom, I don't want to hear about it. Actually, you know what? I don't even want to hear that. His fans reassure him that he isn't weird and he shouldn't hide his animal desire from his close friends and family. Don't be nervous of people seeing you. You're just a guy with a quirky hobby. Absurdly high price for that crappy costume. Okay, where's his channel? I made enough fun of him. I might as well. He has 11,600 subscribers. And he's had 800,000 views on a video in 3 months? The real question is, does he own a collie? I want to be an animal. If he wants to be a dog, who or what is he attracted to? I don't want to know. I do not want to know. How bad do I want the 10k? Not that badly. I mean, look at this shit. The dog... I'm sorry, he plays Ring Fit Adventure on the Switch while dressed as the dog. Stingy, you fucker. That is not okay. There's a Korean channel that's like 8 cats doing funny challenges. Holy shit. That's the car pile up. Stepping a little bit into Vice's territory. Hope I don't find any dead bodies. Sailors find ghost ship drifting hundreds of miles from Bermuda in the Atlantic Ocean and get a shock when they go on board. I'm acutely aware that it's 3,000 more than I have. But to be fair, exactly how long has the channel been up as well? Make a kangaroo suit and you two can have 10,000 plus subscribers. If I'm wearing a fucking kangaroo suit, I'm getting more than 10,000 subs, thank you. I'm not doing it for any less than 11,000. Do we get attention for odd stuff? Yes, they do. Sailor shared new footage of the moment he stumbled across an eerie ghost ship 800 miles outside of Bermuda with no crew or passengers on board. Matt Rutherford and his colleague from Ocean Research Project found the abandoned boat and immediately worried something terrible must have happened to the crew. Incredible video of Mr. Rutherford exploring the boat as it drifted through the Atlantic Ocean only emerged 5 days ago, although the discovery was made in 2013. Oh, well, why the fuck is this news? In the video, the yachties noticed the sail was not up on the boat and it appeared to be behaving strangely in the distance. Upon closer inspection, the duo realised there was no sign of anyone and the motor was not running. They decided to explore the boat. This is one awfully abandoned sailboat. Why would you just abandon a yacht? I have no idea what's inside. I'm going to go and search around and hope I don't find any dead bodies or anything. On board, the boat appeared to have been abandoned in a hurry with clothes and personal items strewn all over the cabin. No dead bodies, thank God, he said. This is absolutely crazy, by the way. 800 miles from Bermuda, 1,500 from the US, standing in a very nice Swan 48 in the middle of the ocean. Mr. Rutherford said in an earlier podcast detailing the 2013 exploration, he half expected someone to pop their head up and say hello, but he felt he needed to explore out in case someone was injured on board. Parts of the ceiling had fallen down in some places, some drawers had popped open, you could hear water sloshing around, it was the spookiest thing. It looked crazy in there, like people had abandoned it in the middle of something. But did they find the drugs? The drugs? The drugs? Initially, the pair attached the boat to their own and hoped to tow it along with them. After travelling about 50 miles, they realised it wouldn't be possible to go any further and had to cut the wolfhound loose. The video was shared to YouTube just 5 days ago and has caught the attention of online sleuths who believe the boat was skippered by Alan McGettigan of the Royal Irish Yacht Club. McGettigan and his crew made headlines in 2013 when they were rescued 400 miles off the coast of Delaware on a voyage to Bermuda and Antigua. At the time, it was reported the yacht suffered knockdowns and was damaged with mechanical failures. The crew put out a distress call and was rescued by a Greek freighter. Mr. Rutherford often shares his adventures online and was the first man to solo sail non-stop from the North to and South America. He's considered a legend. Well, good on him. Is it weird that I'm wondering if he has a slit for his penis to pop out to pee and do other stuff? What's weird is we had to even ask that question. We're an emu suit. I'll be right. 11,000 subs and divorce papers. What about a sexual harassment panda? At least 15,000. Ghost ships are interesting. They are. If I was fought a kangaroo, he'd get 20,000. I would get done for animal cruelty. Because I would flog that kangaroo like there's no tomorrow. Boomer v Boomer. Round 2. Ding, ding, ding. Finders keepers. I've ever seen a drift. No, I've not. Fun and games until they take home some ghosts with them. Could have been video recording my cat during his heat cycle she just went through. I mean, she was frantically trying to find something to hump. How tall am I? I think I did a recording on it. Was it 5'9", 5'10", something like that? I'm still taller than Attorney Tom. That's the main thing. Kangaroo gets arrested for murdering Fat Man YouTuber. Fuck you, Stingy. Interesting, a lot of the cute animal channels I see are often Japanese and Korean. Yeah, it seems to be a big thing. Maritime law, yes, as long as you don't take it back to land. Right. Get attacked. Have I ever watched Open Water? Yes, I watched Open Water. I didn't think much of it, honestly. I think we may have visitors. Alright, is there anything else of interest here? No, Mighty, I was not around for your Thursday night last week, and Val doesn't count as a woman. Oh, this piece of shit. Child killer John Venables could be released from prison in weeks. These fuckers. These absolute pieces of shit. John Venables will get a parole hearing in weeks, despite desperate pleas from his victim's father to keep him locked up. Sources say the felon, 40, has a strong chance of going free because of his positive progress inside. The 2-year-old victim, James Bulger, was killed in February 1993. If Venables is walking around as a free man, as we mark 30 years of losing our beautiful son, it would be the ultimate betrayal, his father told The Sun. Last night, he urged the Justice Secretary Dominique Raab to challenge any possible release. Mr. Raab has pledged to crack down on the most dangerous criminals in the country. Venables should be the top of that list and never see daylight again. His pleas have been echoed by his ex-wife, James's mum, Denise Fergus. Venables was recalled to jail for a second time in 2017 for hoarding nearly 1,200 child abuse images. Ralph wants to attend any hearing under the terms of the parole board shake-up. He's been warned to expect a date in early 2023. The Sun told earlier this year how reports, including the views of prison officers, psychiatrists, and even Venables himself, had been drawn up from a highly sensitive dossier. The parole board is now assessing that file. It must decide whether to hold a full oral hearing and seek evidence from witnesses, or just assess the case based on the documents in front of them. Sources say Venables' notoriety and history of repeat offending means an oral hearing is a racing certainty in this case. He will be offered the chance to appear before the panel. Have I ever seen a croc in the wild? Many. Why? No, they're more mean than alligators, but I was on a canoe trip with school. Kid in front of the canoe hit an alligator with a cat paddle. Why the fuck would you? That's just stupid. But yes, I saw multiple ones. Forget the smunt's name, remember only James Bulger. How did a child killer survive 30 years in prison? Wouldn't fly in the US correction system. Don't know. I can only assume that he was in solitary for a very long time. So after he got out, he had abuse images. Ralph added, "We know that Venerables will never be rehabilitated. He is very sick and dangerous. This is a fully grown, killer, twisted fucker the authorities want to release back into the community without anyone knowing who he is. New powers allowing ministers to block the release of dangerous prisoners in the interest of public safety have not yet come into effect, but are a government priority, according to the Ministry of Justice. Venables and pal Robert Thompson were 10 when they abducted, tortured, and murdered James in Merseyside. Both were released in June 2001 with new identities and on lifelong license after being ruled they were no longer a danger to the public. Venables has twice been recalled to jail for having vile images of children. I'm bracing for the worst news now because I've no trust left in the warped system of this country, but Dominic Raab can change that. How does he have a record of repeat offending? Hasn't he been in the jail the whole time? No. They were released in 2001. The pair of them. Makes you sick to the pit of your stomach. This is the one that Drex was putting out earlier. South Australian police arrest woman 19 inside McDonald's at Hindley Street. Let's see if I can zoom in on this, bring the video up a bit bigger.
I'll beat you up and I'll leave. Oh, what's that? What's that?
It's scary to think that this is why they have to have police and security guards in a fucking takeaway store. Just helping us off. A teenager's been arrested for disorderly behaviour, no shit, at a McDonald's in Adelaide's Central Business District, the second incident in a South Australian outlet this week. In a video posted to social media, a young woman can be seen behind the counter of McDonald's yelling at staff. A bottle of water can be seen on the floor and chips are strewn across the counter. The woman walks through the McDonald's kitchen and makes herself a burger and takes a bottle of water. Two young staff members follow the woman around the store, one of whom is crying and filming, the other is speaking on the phone. Two police officers then arrive and escort the woman out of the restaurant dining room, into the dining room. In Drex's voice, screw these ratchet-ass German shepherds. Yeah, I can't do it. I can't do it. No. Police said that they were called to McDonald's on Hindley Street in Adelaide Central Business District at about 10:30 p.m. on Thursday after reports of a woman acting in a disorderly manner. No fucking shit. They said a 19-year-old woman from Adelaide's northern suburbs was arrested and charged with disorderly... See, and here's the scary thing. She's only 19. Do we think she's going to mellow with age? She was charged with disorderly behaviour, property damage, and assault. Police will allege that the woman damaged a door, threw a bottle of water at staff, and she has been bailed to appear at the Adelaide Magistrates Court in March. It is the second incident at an Adelaide McDonald's this week after a 20-year-old staff member was assaulted at the Melrose Park outlet. A quick look at that. Follows a separate incident at the Hindley Street McDonald's last October where a worker was spat at and verbally abused. I'm pretty sure I saw that one. In September this year, South Australia introduced harsher penalties for people who assault retail workers. In a statement, McDonald's Australia said antisocial behaviour is not tolerated in our restaurants, and we expect our people to be treated with respect at all times. The Retail Workers Union said that there had been an increase in disorderly behaviour during the festive season, and called for South Australians to stay calm when dealing with people who are just doing their job. Shop Disruptive and Adelaide Express Association, the SDA spokesperson, Jordan Mumford, said the number of incidents was extremely concerning. We're seeing an absolute surge in this kind of behaviour throughout the fast food establishments, and this is just another one to add to the list of these kinds of instances that we're seeing all over the place at the moment. Mr. Mumford said more action was needed to ensure workers' safety as a fast food outlet at fast food outlets along the busy Hindley Street strip. We know this is a busy thoroughfare, with often drunk and disorderly customers coming through. We're seeing far too many instances. Dang, McDonald's burgers are absolutely not worth it at all. Maybe a deluxe breaded chicken sandwich. She failed at Dine and Dash. US has the same issue in restaurants and fast food places, but multiplied by about 100. Be terrified to go to a Waffle House these days. Isn't that fucking terrible? Oh, Jesus, execution. Chicken sandwich is a knockoff of Chick-fil-A. Yeah, but I mean, you know, what works is works. They're gonna share the same, like, it's the same with McDonald's and our version of Burger King. They literally ripped off the Big Mac because they could. The Big Jack is quite good. I'm not gonna lie, it's a good burger. Disneyland just announced a crackdown because of all the fights. Who gets in a fight at Disneyland with little kids around? People do not care, and I think it's a generational thing. I really do. You've got a generation of self-entitled brats making their way into what we'll call adulthood, which I don't think adulthood is an appropriate thing because they're not acting like adults. They're acting like children. It's just that they're bigger and they're not reacting well to having responsibility on their plate. So, like the barbecue bacon Angus from Macca's in Australia? Yeah, it's a good burger. Yeah, adulting. Feel like we're in the Twilight Zone. My oldest son works in fast food. Oh, that's not great. So tired of these people. Almost got into a fist fight for Christmas with one of these German shepherds because she thought I should have let her have my parking spot. Oh, good service dogs. Overgrown children. Oh, yeah. Fuck you, mighty mate. Do this a little as a therapist because parents want to do things for their kids because it's easier. So what the hell happened here? I'm not going to read through this entire article. What the? Why would you blur that into... Oh, because they're just showing the injury to his face.
No! I did not!
Oh, wait, you feral. God's sakes. Alright, so male students and professors have walked out of Afghan universities to protest the ban on female students. Heard of several burger chains in Australia literally heating up the grill to make a burger now. Does your favourite place allow you to get medium rare burgers, wheat buns? Yeah, look, I really enjoy Launch and Boss Burger down in Geelong. They got some really nice burgers. College Dropout's going up there on the list. Theirs was like preset, but yeah. Most of the, like, if you go to somewhere and you get a really good like you go to a place with a really good burger, you can customize it, you can order it however you want. I mean, like, McDonald's isn't going to let you do a medium rare patty or anything like that because, you know, health standards for fast food. Anywhere where it's like not so much fast food compared to actual dining, you're going to be able to customize your burger however you like it. Love that we've created our own language in this community to avoid Susan, and I'm here saying smunt this and smunt that. Don't worry, we'll get those fully automated McDonald's soon. Yeah, and then they're going to get trashed because people are going to be like, oh, I'm going to break the machine because it's just a machine. She literally parked in another spot, came into the store to find me. I've been waiting for 2 minutes for the spot. Oh, for God's sakes. Too many parents give in because it's easier than letting the neighbours think you're being abusive to your child. Ain't that the fucking truth? It's literally... Parents are too afraid to discipline their kids because they're worried that the state's going to get involved and, for lack of a better term, discipline them. And, you know, CPS might get involved, child might get taken away, all for the smallest, like, Like, don't get me wrong. I'm not advocating for belting children. That's horrible. No children should ever face any sort of physical violence. But I do believe that there is a difference between physical violence and corrective behavior. I do think that if a child is about to burn itself on the stove, you can smack their hand. I do believe that if a child is being exceedingly naughty, that a light smack on the bum may be appropriate. But no, that's not PC anymore. That's not something that you're allowed. You know, you can be fucking you can be lampooned for talking like that. So, but how the fuck do you discipline kids in a way that isn't going to have the snowflakes up in arms? Because I'm sorry, I am not about to allow my daughter to run around and be an absolute little shit and turn into one of these people that is, going behind the counter and spitting at people and fucking, throwing food and all this sort of shit. You teach your children manners and courtesy, people, and you reinforce that as necessary. Imagine working for minimum wage just to have these customers every day. Exactly. People for the minimum wage hospitality services workers. Do like the McRib and Green Shake Month. I like the McRib. Although they got rid of it. I mean, it's seasonal. Spanking has a time and a place. Yes, it does. But as I said, there's a difference between giving a spanking and like beating your kid. And beating your kid is just horrible. There's a difference, okay? As soon as you are using any sort of anger, then you're a fuckwit. That's about you. That's not about the child. Like, it's not because you're deterring the child. It's because you're taking your anger out on them, and that makes you a horrible fucking person, and you should never do that. So... What the fuck? I've literally turned around and smacked my kid's ass for misbehaving. Time for parents to grow a backbone. Sometimes other methods are required. Sometimes the few seconds of a spank are enough and last. Exactly. Spanking never hurt you none in the long term. My mum broke wooden spoons on her asses and used the belt when the spoon didn't work. Wooden spoon and belts might be taken a bit far these days. I personally know that I got the wooden spoon on occasion. And I knew not to disobey my parents. I knew to give people respect. I knew to give people courtesy. Used to have to go out and pick my own switch off the tree in the backyard when I did something wrong. Oh, Jesus. Not all parents don't discipline their kids for fear of CPS. There are really fucking self-centered and lazy parents who don't give a shit. That is true. No too many of them. Spanking is allowed in your state. Okay. Gentle parenting isn't giving in to kids, it's discipline. So many people don't always do it correctly. That is true. It's not easy in the long run. When they're strung out on drugs, committing crimes, to wish you disciplined your kids. Yep. Main tactic, take the power cords and charging cables. Yeah, no, that works for the older kids. Treat others as you want to be treated. Yes. That's... Oh, shit. About $36 AD. Get your kids something nice. Just have a great year, mate. Love your content and the fact that you read out my dangerous chats. Oh, lovely. Thank you, Execution. And thank you very much for the super chat. I appreciate that. And look, guys, for the most part, all are welcome here. You know that I treat chat as much the same as I can, and I try and interact with everybody. So, but thank you so much for the super chat. I really do appreciate it. It does, like, I would still be doing this, but it does make it that little bit more worth it. Well, there's a huge difference between the abuse I had and a small pop on the hand or bottom, but I always explained why. Cops will arrest you anyway. Also, you need to side with your children. Moreover, when an adult family member is antagonizing them into misbehaving as a retaliation. That is true. Like, as a parent, your priority should always be your child. Okay? If I mean, look, I don't need to give parenting advice. Hell, I'm still learning, okay? I wake up every morning and I learn something new about how to be a parent. You will do that until the day you die. But I mean, here's something, like, in terms of my daughter, I will always have her back in public. Will always have her back. If I find out that she has lied to me or there has been anything else, that is when that trust will be broken and she will have to re-earn that. And I will be explaining that to her. Don't bother Flux. Oh, is Flux on? Okay, no worries, Stingy. I'm probably going to get out of here in the next 5 anyway, so. You don't give them punishments, but consequences. Yes, association with the transgression. So too much TV, you take away the TV. Not obeying curfew, earlier curfew. Look, Mac, I would personally go a little bit further in terms of, punishments and consequences. But, I mean, if you just give an earlier curfew, there's a good chance that, they're going to sneak out the window anyway. My mum broke many spoons on my ass, but gave up because I didn't give a fuck. I was a real prick of a kid. And too many stupid parents trying to be their child's best friend. Absolutely. My daughter tried that on me the other day. I went crook on her for something, and she said to me, "Daddy, you not my best friend." And I turned around and I said to her, "No, Scarlett, I'm not. I'm your father." Kids know my expectations at this point, but I also know how to apologize if I make a mistake too. Yes, and there are many parents that don't do that. Parenting is truly an art, and there's so many that do ways to do it successfully. Shit, chat jumped. I hate when others see you telling your kid not to do something and they tell you, "Oh, it's okay." Yeah. It's okay to punish kids. We don't have to be afraid of saying that either. True. I had people try to tell my kid something is okay when I said not to do it. Don't make me spank you too. Younger ones and 2 older ones have dad's respect so far, but the 2 younger ones are on dad's list of spankings. Parenting is constantly learning. Absolutely. So, alright guys, I really have gone over time, so what I'm going to do is Law of the Lands, and then, provided she's still running, I'll dump everyone across to Flux. Okay, and today's number is 163. Alright, let's have a look, see, because that we're starting to really get through these pages, so can't tell if that's going to be one that we've read or not. It sounds familiar. 162 and 164. Alright, we went down yesterday. I think I'm going to go up, and we're heading back to 1881. James Garfield, Charles Guiteau, United States versus Guiteau, the insanity defense. Throughout the 19th century, most American courts looked to Britain's Norton rule as the appropriate legal standard by which to judge criminal insanity. That rule, fashioned by a panel of jurists in 1843 in response to the perceived leniency of early approaches, instructed that a defendant be considered sane and therefore reasonable for his actions if he was aware of the nature and consequences of his actions and understood them to be unlawful. On March 4, 1881, James Garfield became the 20th President of the United States. 4 months later, James Guiteau, erstwhile theologian, lawyer and bill collector, shot him at the Baltimore and Potomac Railway Station in the District of Columbia. The nation reacted with outrage as the insanity defense took center stage in the prosecution. Many observers have considered that he was mad. After all, no sane person could have committed so heinous an act, they reasoned. But it proved impossible for him to avail himself of the defence so structured. He knew it was unlawful to shoot the president, and the likely consequences of firing his 2 shots would be the president's death. Historian Charles E. Rosenberg writes that the observers recognised that the defendant was perhaps completely normal, but certainly sane enough to be responsible. After a 7-week trial, the jury deliberated for just 1 hour. Found guilty, he was hung to death on June 30, 1882. After publication of the autopsy results, many in the medical community had staunchly resisted any suggestions that his insanity came to agree that he genuinely had been deranged, and according to Rosenberg, chronically and obviously so. Many do not hesitate to call the trial a miscarriage of justice, disgraceful to the legal and medical professions alike. When James Hinckley successfully invoked the same line of defence for his trial in the attempted assassination of President Ronald Reagan in 1981, an incensed public stirred Congress to pass the Insanity Defence Reform Act in 1984, which shifted the burden of proof of the defendant and made the defence more likely to assert. Well, there you go. And that was today's Laws of the Land. What was that? Don't forget to like before you go. It really helps Aussie a lot. Want to see him get to at least 50k subs by the end of 2023. Oh, thank you, Mac. I hugely appreciate that. Stop setting over the part of the gigs. Alright, so there's still 60 people watching, so I'm going to work out where to send you guys. It shan't be long. Give me 2 seconds. Need to go to the lives so I can get a live. Oh, believe it or not, the college dropout burger video from yesterday of me eating that burger is blocked in Russia. I thought that was so funny when that email came through. Oh, and the other thing was I got an email from Google. So my coverage of the Brooks trial, like 2 months later, they've asked me whether or not I want to copyright strike law and crime for using the same footage. Oh, fuck, that was funny. I'm just like, I really can't. I want to, but I can't. Alright, redirect. Channel. Alright. Oh, two smaller channels. Guys, I'm gonna put it as a poll because I don't want responsibility for this. Where do you want me to send you? Do it, it'd be great. Did you tell Nick? Do it just for the laughs. Happy New Year to you and yours. Your streams have been a blessing. Thank you for being you, and thanks to the Mrs. and Wee One for lending you to us. Thank you very much, Digger, and honestly, thank you so much, guys, for everyone that's been here. Back in May when I started doing this shit, I did not think that I'd wind up here. And I love doing it. I really do. So, yeah. Let's keep this going, okay? I have no idea whether or not I'll be doing any sort of stream tonight for New Year's, because it literally is the 31st of December now, and in 12 hours, we'll be ringing in the new year. I may do a local stream. Just keep an eye on the notifications, okay? Alright, so in terms of the poll, we've got 19 votes. We've got 58 saying flux, so I'll send yours across there. Fluxing around. Save. Happy New Year, everyone. Sydney, it's 11 AM. Time to turn on the turntable. Damn straight. Let's get our bouncers on. I have no idea what the fuck that was. Made me feel so old doing that. Andrew's on. I know, but I dumped a load of you guys into Andrew yesterday, and I like to support the smaller channels as well. Okay. All right. As always, guys, love yous all. Stay healthy, wealthy, and wise, and I'll catch you on the flip side. Cheers. Oops.